Good evening, Gloria Dei. Great to be together again on this Wednesday night as we continue to roll out for you. We began last week with an introduction into what we're calling our Imagine Stewardship campaign. And really this campaign is about ministry and mission that God is calling us to. So we're dreaming and imagining what God has in store for us in 2021 and beyond. And so thanks for tuning in tonight. We're excited about the vision that God has for us. We're taking a look at 3 different initiatives. But one of those initiatives has to do with congregational care. And congregational care is such an important part and big part of our ministry, caring for one another. But we have a team leader, and I'm together here with our faith community nurse, Judi Schwerin. And Judi has been leading our ministry team now for a number of years and just doing a fantastic job, and a big thank you to Judi. I want to say, Judi, thank you so much to you for what you do and what you mean to this congregation and to us as a staff and a team together. But she really takes the lead on this congregational care. So Judi will be retiring sometime in 2021, and so part of this calling, we're all called to care for one another, but we're also going to be calling an associate pastor to help take the lead and not be able to fill Judi's shoes exactly, but maybe help to develop some things as well. So we're going to be talking about congregational care tonight, and that's one of the big initiatives in this campaign. So Judi, maybe just share with us a little bit about the breadth and the scope of congregational care.
Okay. Well, I've been here since 2006, and my vision when I came here was to take blood pressures and do health education and share a prayer here and there. And I soon found that although I chose to be a nurse, I was called to be a faith community nurse, and I was called to be here at Gloria Dei. And my vision grew by leaps and bounds. Caring for people became much more than just what their blood pressure is or what their latest blood sugar was, but it was who they were as a person, and most importantly, who they are with God. One of the great privileges of faith community nursing is that it specializes in care of the spirit. Nurses care for the whole person, but in faith community nursing, we care for the spirit. And many times, our bodies are hurting and our spirits are strong, but there are other times when our spirits are weak and our bodies are strong. And we all have times like that. We all have times when we meet challenges, barriers, problems in our life, and to me it became so important that a faith community would be a resource for people, that they don't just come here to worship, but that here they learn about their gifts, and they can maybe, if they are in a point in their life where they can help, if they have the gifts for care. I'm just privileged to say that I have so many people that have made congregational care possible. The people at this church have made it a privilege and an honor to be here. So breadth means going across the whole spectrum, the whole age level, from birth to death. It means meeting people where they are and what their needs are. There's great joys in congregational care. One of our very vibrant areas is Elizabeth Ministers. We have a lot of births in this congregation, and those are truly joyful times. We also have times of difficulty with death, with illness, with brokenness in different areas of our life. And it has always been my vision that our church could be a place where people could heal, that they could come to a place where they could most importantly worship, and secondly, feel like they belonged. Thirdly, that they had a contribution that they had a place and a purpose for being here. And for me, I love to plug people into helping care for others. And then most importantly, everyone in a faith community needs someone there for them when they encounter difficulties, when life gives us things that we haven't planned on. And that has been a true privilege of mine to develop small group ministries and individual one-to-one ministries that can address the needs of what people may have. We have small groups, and those vary all the way from a divorce group to a widows group called Widows and or Women in Transition. We have Bible studies. We have an exercise group. Anything that we can do in a group where we can practice wellness or support one another. And then there's a very confidential side of congregational care, and that is in those special times when there's a burden to be shared or a joy to be shared, knowing that you can share that in trust, that it will be entrusted to someone who can celebrate with you or who can cry with you. So the breadth is across the ages, and the depth is going with people where they need to be. It's my hope that people feel that they have a place here, that they have roots here, and that this is a place where they can come to share when they have a need, and even more importantly, that they can come to share their gifts with other people. There's nothing like someone experiencing a difficult time. Those are the relationship connecting that I look for. Someone that has experienced something similar, they're going to be just the best person to really know what to say and how that person feels. So I see my role as being a connector.
Any big dreams for the future?
Yes. I would like to continue to see congregational care offer hope, offer education, and offer spiritual care for people as they encounter life. We all have a life journey, and when we can connect our life with our faith journey. I'm excited about a pastor coming to be a congregational care pastor. I think that it's just wonderful to have a pastor that will specialize in just that role. And so I hope that the person that replaces me has a great deal of vision and hope and can see beyond what I have been able to see.
Great. We are called to be salt and called to be light, to share the light and love of Jesus Christ. And a big part of that is through caring for one another. Thank you, Judi, for all that you do to help us do that together as a congregation. We're imagining together what God has in store for us. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.